how can I do better, man? How can I prove this guy wrong? If I'm doing it wrong, show me your way.
Health Corner on the Corner begin.
Corner on the Corner began, we had Ramadan. That year was even crazier than the last. It was the craziest thing ever.
Are you guys gonna do franchise?
We want a franchise, but we want to make sure we're ready.
You guys gotta try this. It's insane.
Okay, good.
I mean, serious.
Everybody that comes into your doors speaks a different language when it comes to food, man.
Hey guys, on today's episode Beyond the Chair, it was with Corner on the Corner. We talked a lot how they moved from stand to food truck to big name, and they have their own store. I mean, we talk a lot about the food, how they make fresh. Oh, it was amazing, and I appreciate them. They share their knowledge with me and with you guys. So you guys stay tuned. Peace out. Hey guys, and today's episode Beyond the Chair is gonna be with the best spot in Dearborn, you know, Corner on the Corner, and Big Hams. Let's begin this podcast. Ray and Abdullah, I have a question for you guys. How Corner on the Corner begin?
So Corner on the Corner began, I was working at the gas station. I was working, that's the only job I really ever had, from like 18 to like 25, I'd say. So I was the manager at the gas station, and then, so I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when Heights hot dogs first started popping off in Dearborn Heights. Yeah. Okay, so before Heights hot dogs, there was a hot dog stand in East Dearborn. I think it was Chef Sal, I believe. He was doing it out of there. And then Dearborn Heights opened up Moby. Moby had Dearborn Heights going crazy for hot dogs, you know? And I believe it was 2018. Heights hot dogs is slam. Then there's this new place called Fluff Stuff. So it's candy, cotton candy, ice cream, and more candy on top. And people were loving it. You know what I'm saying? So man, I talked to one of the gas station owners. I was like, man, why don't we do something? Let's do something outside. He's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to sell? So I remembered the year before that, I went to an apple orchard, and they gave us like corn on the cob, and they gave like the condiments on the side, and I thought it was so cool. And I texted the guys at the gas station. I'm like, hey, we should sell this at the gas station, you know? But it just didn't make sense to sell it at the gas station, like, you know, self-serve, and it didn't make sense. What's funny is I always told Moby when he had Heights hot dogs, I always told him, I'm like, bro, why don't you add corn to your menu? It's easy to make. I mean, corn, you can't fuck it up.
Yeah.
If you boil it, if you burn it, it's good. You know?
It's not wrong. Yeah.
So I think this was like we were going into the second week of Ramadan. This idea came to me on a Sunday. That Friday, we opened up. We had banners made. We had shirts made. I didn't learn how to make the corn until the night before at like 3 a.m. We're testing one of our partners' backyard. We were literally eating corn at 3 a.m. Everyone thought we were crazy. I'll tell you what, I think me and him were the only people that believed in this idea. You know, nobody else. We told everyone we're going to sell corn. They looked at us, they're like, you guys are going to sell corn? Like, you know? And this is before Ray. This is before like anything. This is just at the gas station, you know? And then this was 2018. So we did it for 2 weeks. But I wasn't consistent with it. It would rain. I'd get a couple of drops of rain. I'd close. I was tired, you know? We were only open from 11 to 3, and it was okay. Like, it wasn't anything. I was like, whatever. Like, whatever. Maybe I'll do this next year. Maybe I won't, you know? The next year came. I added a watermelon salad to the menu. There's watermelon, mint, cheese, and a dressing that we put on top. Then we also added these mangoes that they have on the West Coast, like mangoes and tahini seasoning and pineapples and tahini seasoning. So we started selling that. So, mind you, we're only a Ramadan thing at this point. This is 2019. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. every single night outside the gas station. And I just look at it one day, I'm like, man, do you think, like in my head, like just consciously talking, I'm like, man, what if one day this thing becomes big? Like, you never know, you know?
Yeah.
So then that year, 2019, I start nursing school. I started nursing school at Wayne State. It's kind of like, it's one of those things, like my friends were doing it, and like I was the last of my friends to like not do anything. So I was like, all right, you know, I got to do something. So I applied, I got in, and then I started, and I got in, and I'm like, man, what the hell am I doing here? It was, no, seriously, man, it wasn't for me. Like, I respect nurses, like, to the highest extent, but like, it's for me personally, it wasn't for me. So this is 2019 going into 2020. I finished my first year, right? But while I was finishing the second semester of my first year, COVID hits. COVID hits. So we put I told the guys at the gas station, I was like, look guys, this school thing is not for me. Like I need to find something. I think I can open up something, you know? So I'd go on Pinterest, I'd search up like 5 ingredient recipes, you know? And I made like a little PowerPoint. I had it saved on my Mac. And I'd just like add to it every single day, and I'd just go to the gas station, get these little ingredients and try to put something together, you know? And that was, so you know the Starbucks on Ford Road in John Daly?
Yeah.
So there's a building next door to it. It's been vacant for years now.
Yeah.
So it just says
It still
lease.
is.
Yeah.
It still is.
So 2 days before COVID, I put an offer on that building, like to lease it out,
Yeah.
you know? And then COVID hits. COVID hits, everyone's dizzy. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows where the world is going. Nobody knows, you know? So obviously the deal didn't go through, you know? So then a month later, it's Ramadan time. I didn't even know if I was gonna open Corner on the Corner that year, you know? So I was like, okay, the only way this is gonna work is if we do curbside, it's gotta be text to order, you know? So I was like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I don't got anything going on anywhere. You know, schools, there's no school, there's no nothing, there's no life. You know what I'm saying? Everything shut down. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good time, man. Unemployment, man. Everybody was swiping away. Oh, man. So look, I truly believe during that time, so it was like the third day of COVID. Like, so I remember we started, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday came. I didn't know what to expect on a Monday. Bro, Monday came and it was just busy. It just started getting busy. And the next day, started getting busier. And the day after that, it just started getting busier and busier.
Were you guys just selling corn at the time?
Just corn. Just corn.
That's crazy.
Just corn.
That's so crazy.
Just corn. Like at the time, I felt like the Pablo Escobar of corn.
Yeah.
Like everyone's group chats were like, what are these guys on Ford and Gully making, selling freaking corn? You know?
Plus, I remember seeing the lines out the fucking block. Bro, I didn't understand it. It was just corn.
Yeah, no.
But we're on the block. I've never seen, bro, crazy shit.
So what I would do is I would do these advertisements. Nobody was doing Instagram ads at the time. It was like a new thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me see what this is about. So I would hit it and I would just do videos of us just like shaving the corn off the cob, you know, and putting in the plate, putting toppings on it, this and that. And mind you, the whole world is shut down.
Yeah.
The whole world is shut down. I think I don't know if this is the exact way it went down, but I truly, truly believe, from what I've seen on social media and everything, I truly believe that we were one of the very few places open in the world.
Yeah.
Like that, like outside, people like standing behind each other.
Yeah. How did you guys accomplish that? Wasn't the city trying to come and shut you down?
So they did at night. There was cops. We always had cops.
Oh, no.
Yeah, then the cops would be on the microphones. Hey, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. Yeah. And it just got busier and busier and busier. It went from us using, you know, like 2 spots at the gas station to using half, like the parking spots on that side, to using the whole half of the gas station. And then when I used to bring it up to the owner, I was like, man, what if one day, like, you know, at night we could just shut it down? You know, this half. He looked at me, he's like, bro, are you crazy? Like, don't forget, like, it's the gas station.
Yeah.
And then it got to that point where, okay, we need half the gas station, you know?
Shut down Ford and Gully, man.
Yeah, wallah.
Ford and
Shut
Gully.
down the whole thing.
Like,
That's
man.
why they put a turn signal over there.
Yeah, you know, there's never a turn signal.
Wallah.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
I'm not gonna say
pretty sure it
us.
was
You
you.
know, I don't want to say it was us, but
Shout out to Moby.
yeah, Moby Dune, you know, he helped us out, you know.
How you guys start, you and Ray?
So I'm gonna get to that right now. So so Ray was working somewhere, you know, he's working somewhere for a long time, and I met Ray before like Corn on the Corner. I met Ray one time. It was at, I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember Off the Hookah in Canton? I think it's called Chai Hookah now.
I have no idea. Yeah.
So back in the day, it was a nice little spot. Like we used to hang out. Yeah, yeah. So I was like maybe 17, 18 at the time, and he was a little older, and we were kind of hanging around the same group of people a couple times, you know. So we met over there just briefly. Like he forgot about me, I forgot about him. Years went by, and we never crossed paths.
Yeah.
So during that time when we were popping off selling corn, like I would support everyone. I would literally go to all the stands, you know, on the days we'd close and the other people open. I'd go support everyone. It was because I enjoyed it. Like it's cool. It's a nice, you know, it was nice to go out at night and see what other people are making.
It's a chill.
You know,
yeah, nice.
it's cool.
Yeah.
So he was selling banana pudding and carrot cake out of his house.
That's what that is? So what made you want to become? So what made you switch from being a pastry chef?
So I wasn't exactly a pastry chef, but that was what I was aiming for when I was in culinary school. I first
Started out becoming interested in food. You were aiming for pastry.
I love pastries, but a few chefs that I worked with, one of them being Chef Joseph Kazenza, and I'm not knocking pastry chefs. I'm shout out to them, but pastries it wasn't like a big thing, man. You know what I mean? It was like, it was like.
Was it challenging?
It was like a dead dinosaur.
Challenging?
Look, it's challenging because baking is a science. It's not like hot foods. You're not working on the line. You know what I mean? You don't get a steak being sent back, refire it. You know, you bake a cake, you mess up, you're throwing out that whole batch. You add too much salt, baking soda, powder, whatever, sugar. Your recipe's done. You know what I mean? It's a science. You know, the sugar reacts with the baking powder or soda, whatever it may be. Again, I'm not a pastry chef. But you mess it up, you're done. Your oven's too hot, you're done. You don't pull it out in time, you're done. You know, the carrot cake, you don't dress it in time, you're done. You don't whip the cream. You know, we make our own cream cheese frosting. You don't whip it long enough or you over whip it, you gotta throw away the whole batch, and it's expensive, it's not cheap. So I love pastries, and I was like, you know, let me focus on the industry as a whole. So that's like when I started my culinary career, I went full force, man. I went to different restaurants. I'll stage at different restaurants. Chef Joe took me to, I think it was called Quattro's in Birmingham back in the day. And I'll just go in these restaurants, talk to these chefs. Hey, you throw me on the line. Not even asking for a job, not applying for a job. Hey, can I come, like volunteer for a few days? They'll look at me like I'm crazy, this little 16, 17-year-old kid. Like, who the hell is this kid? You know what I mean? I was like, throw me on your line. I want to see what you're about. I want to see what's going on. Let me help you out. Let me clean. Wallah, let me do dishes. You know what I mean? So a lot of chefs are like, the heck, especially the older ones, they're like, you know what, you don't see many people your age, asking to come in, come learn, see how we do stuff. And every restaurant I went to, the most knowledgeable person. And it's not always the executive chef. Sometimes you meet badass, sous chefs. Sometimes you meet, dishwashers that are beasts. They're cross-trained in multiple positions. So I'll pick the brain of not the head guy, but the guy that's the line leader, the guy that's a beast. You know what I was like, man, let me team up with this guy. Let me see what's going on. Let me learn from him. Chef Oma, when I was a chef at the Detroit Tigers Stadium in Dearborn North, Chef Oma, this guy was a beast, man. He taught me a lot. And I wouldn't really, Chef Russell too, forgot some of their names. I'll just stand by these guys, well, I'm a little kid, what do I know, But honestly, man, I took what my dad taught me too. Hey, can we swear?
You can do whatever you want.
Seriously, my dad always taught me, shut the fuck up and listen. Don't put your 2 cents in, shut up and listen. Even though if you're right at work, listen to what, the owner or the other, line leader, kitchen managers, listen to what they have to say, learn, soak it up, take it in, do it their way. You know what I mean? You're not there to take over.
100%.
Relax. Don't be, don't try to be this big shot. Later, inshallah, down the road, it'll come. So that's what I did, man. I stayed by, I remember, I was in kitchens. I used to, Chef Joe, man, Chef Joe, this guy was rough. He's no joke. I mean, you mess up, this guy would make you cry, bro. I remember in culinary school, I'll mess up a few times. This guy will come up to me and be like, you sure you want to do this? I'll be like, you can't do this, man. You're terrible. Go find another profession. And I'll take that to heart, man. I'm a little kid, you know what I mean? I'll be like, damn, bro, maybe I should do something else. But I went home, I did research, I read. How can I do better, man? How can I prove this guy wrong? And it's like, I'm gonna go back and learn from him. I'll be like, okay, if I'm doing it wrong, show me your way. Teach me the ropes, man. Show me the ropes. And that's what I did my whole career, man. That's what I did. Even now, I'm not the best chef in the world. And you have these guys that, the restaurant operators, owners, investors, whatever they are. I'm the best. I'm the big shot. I have the best restaurant.
There's always somebody better than you.
Yeah. Oh no, man. You're.
I can't say I'm the best barber. Always.
Yeah,
Be the best. Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, be the best version of yourself, man. Well, spot on. So that's what, I'm not the best chef in the city. You know what I mean? I don't, I love the restaurant. I love my restaurant. I love what I do. It's my passion. But I don't go around, like my shit don't stink. No, I love going to other restaurants. So sometimes I go out to eat, and a business owner, manager, waiter, oh my God, Chef Ray, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm a normal guy, man. I'm just here to eat, enjoy the food. Don't worry about, you know what I mean?
Ever have any chefs, or the restaurants you go to, they know who you are, they ask you, hey, can I make this better? Hey, do they ask for your advice, or do they just,
Yeah, that's a good
And
question.
have you ever given advice and they just shafted you?
You know, I love, look, when I go out to eat, if I don't get approached, I don't like, I'm not like a jerk about it. I'm not saying, oh, this sucks, go make this better. No, if, you know, if the chef comes up to me or sous chef or whatever, yeah, of course, I'd love to, man. I love helping people, man. There's so many people. And then we had a video posted on Instagram where, you know, Chef Ray was, word is going around town that Chef Ray was working at 50 other restaurants. You know what I mean? I became this huge chef slash contractor, construction guy, barber. I became everything overnight. So I was like, you know, everyone, like, relax. I love helping people, man. I never, you know, I hate knocking restaurants. It's not my thing. You know, it's Big Hams. If you guys want a review, reach out to him.
For real.
But I love helping people. I love, you know, seeing people succeed, man. It makes me happy because, you know, when customers come to our restaurant, I love watching them eat and I love their reaction. You know what I mean? And you know, that's one thing that I take to heart. It's not about the dollar bill, man. You're spending your hard-earned money at our restaurant. I want you to be happy. You know what I mean? I want to see your reaction. I want to see, like, you know, I want to see like your body language for every single bite. You know, I don't sit there and stare at them. You know what I mean? But I do like, you know, an amazing executive chef. An amazing executive chef is known by name in the front of the house just as much as he's known in the back of the house. Back of the house is the kitchen. Front is like the dining room. You know, POS stations, and Landry's. I used to work at Gandy Dancer. And I used to walk the floor. Busy Friday nights, man. I mean, super busy Friday nights. I was gonna mention covers and all about it. I don't think I'm allowed to. But anyway, you know, we
You can do whatever you want.
whatever, you know, we do about. I want to say, like, we got game days when U of M's playing. They're located in Ann Arbor. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of covers. You know what I mean? And then, you know, any second I used to have a clean chef coat, clean apron. Just, you know, now, you know, you'll be messy on the line. Put them on. Walk the floor, man. Meet your customers. Meet the, you know, the Landry reward members. Who are your greatest customers? Who, you know, look at these people. Their people are coming from out of state, different cities, from all over the world, man, to watch these college football games. Go out, introduce yourself. You know, see what's going on. Dislikes, likes. And I didn't even own the restaurant. You know what I mean? And the owner was Tillman Fertitta, who owns the Houston Rockets, Golden Nugget Casinos. And they love that, man. I used to get calls from Texas, from corporate, and I'd be like, man, you know, we're looking at some reviews and your name's in them. Like, how are you? I'll be like, yeah, I'm walking the floor, man, introducing myself, talking to the customers, you know, dislikes, likes, how can make things better. And again, the executive chef of that restaurant, Mark Sanchez, amazing guy, man. Mark just taught me so much. And
That's amazing, bro. I have a question for both of you. Did you guys ever imagine corner of the corner is gonna grow like that as it right now?
So look, when we first started, I think nobody would have thought. I thought I'm gonna make a couple extra bucks during Ramadan, you know, and that's about it, you know. And then when I was going back to what I was telling him, like that day when I picked up the banana pudding and carrot cake from him, I'm like, hey bro, do you remember me? We hung out a long time ago, and he's like, yeah, I kind of do, but I knew he was bullshitting. I knew he didn't remember me, you know? Yeah. But then it just kind of clicked. Everything kind of clicked, and we started mentioning like names of the people we were with, and he's like, yeah, I do remember you. And we just chopped it up for an hour, man. We chopped it up for an hour outside of his house, and I told him, I was like, look, I don't know what I got going on, but like, I have this. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know, but I want to do something with it, you know? So it was 2020, I'm sorry. 2020. The last week of December. Okay, I'm bummed out. The semester just finished. I took the semester off because they gave us the option. I'm like, man, what did I do? I just wasted a semester. I could have, it was all online. I could have cheated my way through it. I could have got it done, you know? I ended up watching a movie on Netflix called Chef. It's about some chef that was working at a fine dining restaurant, and they didn't believe in his food. So he went and opened up a food truck, and he popped off, you know? That same week, I went, talked to my guys. I was like, listen, I think we should do this, this, and this. And they were for it. You know, we broke it down for a couple days, and we ordered a food truck. Just like that. We ordered a food truck, okay? And during COVID, everything needed time. Everything needed a long time to come in. So 8 months later, it came in. It came in August of 2022. Now, from January to August, we had Ramadan in between. So we had Ramadan. That year was even crazier than the last year. It was the craziest thing ever.
Is that when Chef Ray hopped onto it?
No, Chef Ray was still
Wallah.
it was
So
just,
when did he hop on?
so we talked the year before. So now from January to August, the food truck coming in, I would find these recipes that I was telling you about, and I would go behind the gas station. I had a burner and I had a pot. We'd fill it with oil. I was dropping chicken sandwiches behind the gas station every single day. And I'd call this guy every single day. I'd be like, Ray, I just did this, this, and this. I'm like, what do I do? I think I burned it. I think this, and that. So
Because you're not a chef.
I'm not a chef.
Yeah, he's
I like
the
to
chef.
eat. Yeah, he's a chef. You know.
You're just trying.
I know what I want to eat, but putting it together, that's his department.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
So he would come after work and he'd come invest his time. I'm like, damn, bro, this guy actually gives a shit. You know, it's pretty cool. You know. Then the food truck finally delivers. So I call him like, yo, Ray, the food truck's here. I was like, you want to do something? And he gave me an answer. He was like, maybe. He told me maybe. I was like, bro, this guy said maybe. Oh, fuck yeah, all right. I was like, all right, come out. I had a catering event that day. I was like, hey, come by the gas station. Let me give you a little tour. He looked at it. He fell in love with it. He's like, who designed this? I was like, I did. I was
Oh,
like,
you designed the whole coin?
I designed the whole truck.
I love the
whole
concept,
thing.
yeah.
I thought of flow. I thought of this and that. And then he came. He's like, who designed this? I was like, I did. He's like, bro, you did a really good job. You know, we have a few minor adjustments that we got to make, but other than that, like your foundation is there. So like, cool. So we talked. We had one final meeting. We had me, him, and a couple other guys, a couple of our other partners, and we sat down. We broke everything down, and we said, listen, one thing we want to do is we don't want anyone to ever say we copied them.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
It's very large in Dearborn that everybody copies each other. It's a very, 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 very annoying fucking thing, but it happens.
It's sad, but you know that there's enough to go around for everyone.
Yeah.
There is.
Sure.
Before they can cop on you, but they can't be you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, often imitated, never duplicate.
Yeah, bro. You can't.
So what happened?
So I showed him the menu I had some of the some sandwiches like me and my friends used to make, some sandwiches like I just seen on Pinterest, on Twitter, TikTok, you know. He's seen it, he's like, bro, this looks pretty good. You know, this looks pretty good.
You made it off.
I didn't make the items, I showed him the menu.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like this is what I had in mind, this is what I want to do, this is that. And then I was like, add your touch to it, do what you gotta do, let's try some things out. You know? And then he's like, all right. And then he called me, he's like, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
He said, I'm gonna do it. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, all right, game on, you know? I was like, because we had somewhat of a brand built during Ramadan, you know? But people only trusted us with corn.
Yeah.
Okay? They're not gonna trust me making their food like coming off of it. But if I partner up with a chef, they're gonna trust the chef. Who doesn't trust the chef?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we did taste testing for 2 months. 2 months. We spent a lot of money before we opened up. Just taste testing.
Because we are a fully scratch kitchen. We make everything in house. All the sauces, every recipe we developed, it's all from scratch. We make every single sauce out of that place.
See, that's why I love, because I met a couple of people who don't. They sell the product, but they use like store-bought sauces. They don't use their own sauce. That brings the value down so much because you're just pondering something else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anybody could do it. But yeah, like you guys have your guys' own sauces. Like I've talked to other people before, and they were telling me, they asked me, like, who has the best food? I tell them, listen, corner to corner, like, why you kissing their ass? I'm like, listen, I'm not. They just have really good quality, but their price is a little high. But you get for what you pay for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's basically what it is.
Because they get high quality, fresh meat,
Fresh ingredients,
like
fresh everything. And
I would spend money on a good food. It's my health. You know what I mean?
This is going into your system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it goes through 4 people. So it goes through 4. Every item goes through 4 people, and it's not okay. 3 people agree and 1 doesn't. We can still pass it. No. Everybody's got to be comfortable with that item going on.
Yeah, we all have to be on the same page for every single menu item that we drop.
Yep.
You know, we taste test it, we talk about it, we dissect it. You know, we cost it out, and we try it multiple times. And even though like our whole team too, even like all our team members, they all have a say on every single menu item, man. They try it. Like, hey, I always ask, you know, Abdullah always asks the guys too, hey, would you guys order this? Would you guys eat this? Would you guys eat here? You know what I mean?
100%.
So
I have a question. Yes. Big Hams, did you ever try, what's they called?
carrot cake.
Did you try that before?
Yeah, probably the best cake I ever had. I love this carrot cake. Especially when it's fresh and warm and moist.
I want him to try it again.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Consistent.
You got a knife?
Yeah, that's what you hear.
All right, hell yeah.
Big shout out to Barber Gibbs. He just moved from Canada, one of the best barber. That's the reason I let him cut Ray.
Big
I
Gibbs in the
want you
house.
to give me the rate for your haircut.
At the end, I'm gonna rate it.
I give him one. Thank you.
The most frequently asked questions about the cakes, the carrot cake. Top 3 questions. Does it really have carrots in it? Yes, it has fresh carrots in it. Do you guys bake it in house? Yes, we bake it in house. And you guys make it fresh daily? Yes, we make it fresh daily every single day at 4 a.m. That's when our prep starts every day, 7 days a week at 4 a.m. Shout out to the Corner on the Corner team.
Big shout out. Is it the same taste you tasted before?
But when I had it for the first time, it was warm.
Yeah, you usually warm it up.
We do offer it
Big
warm.
difference.
Yeah.
This is still delicious though. I
Let
love
me
it.
try it. Bismillah.
And you guys just cream it. I love the cream. Great consistency.
What do you think?
It's insane.
Okay, good.
I mean, serious. It's insane. Big shout out. You guys gotta try this for sure.
Carrot cake.
Gibbs, what do you?
This is fire. I don't even eat carrot cake, and I can't lie. I could take the whole thing home.
You know, when I first heard carrot cake, like I was like, carrots like in a cake, like fuck that, you know. Then I tried this.
It's unmatched. I love it, especially when you get it warm. It's super dense. It's super moist. Bowl of cream. Love it. Overall, good cream.
It's unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I have another question. What made you like move from food truck to open your store?
It was time to grow. It was time to grow. You know, it was,
The plan.
yeah.
It's because the menu.
The menu is it's not a food truck menu. It's a crazy menu. So the food truck was a project.
Yeah, it was like if it wasn't for the gas station, like we used a walk-in cooler. Like if it wasn't for the gas station, we wouldn't be able to operate. Like no way, no freaking way.
Yeah, the single one.
Yeah, yep.
Menu that you.
I need a full kitchen for it. So it was a project, and alhamdulillah, you know, it worked.
On the corner, you know.
Well, the corner was perfect. And then the storefront was perfect because you guys had that on the corner too. Like you said. And I love you guys. You guys are in the best area. You guys are right in the heart of the West Dearborn. It's slammed. It's always packed, especially on the weekends. It's a great spot.
What they did to West Dearborn, man, the city of Dearborn really shout out to Mayor Abdullah Hamoud and his team, man. It's a beautiful spot. I mean, it's now you get a lot of people from like the Birmingham area, Rochester, you know.
We used to go there, now they come
Yeah,
here.
now they come to us,
We
which is
have customers
beautiful.
that come from Toledo multiple times a week.
Yeah, you come from all over, man.
All
Dearborn
over,
is
but like it's pretty cool, you know.
look. I travel a lot, and I love to eat when I travel. Dearborn is almost like unmatched, man. There's a lot of amazing food cities out there, states. I mean, like New York, Cali, Arizona. You know, the big states, Texas. But look, Dearborn can compete. Wallah, I'll say it to the grave. The food in Dearborn can compete with these big name restaurants. And
You can't find them anywhere else. Food Dearborn.
And now you have
Top-notch.
what I love, you know, so many young talented chefs. You have Italian restaurants, you have badass, you know, cafes. It's pretty cool, man. You know, like the image, the restaurant scene in Dearborn is amazing now.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest draws to Dearborn is the restaurant scene, especially down like Michigan Avenue, West Dearborn. Great. Yeah, but like she was one of the best ones. Mint 29 is a pretty good one. Corner on the Corner is a good one. The Modern Greek is OG. There's more, but the whole strip is beautiful. I love it. It's very walkable. Plus a little park right here they have in the corner. It's a great spot.
It gets a little crazy, but I mean, you know, that's with every downtown area. You know, I hate when people say, "Oh no, West Dearborn." It's the same. It's the same everywhere. Rochester's crazy. Royal Oak is insane on the weekends.
So do you guys plan on ever moving out or expanding your branch into other cities, other states, maybe even overseas? Like you ever see Big Mo's? Big Mo's expanded. He's in everywhere. That guy's a genius.
That's awesome, man.
He's He's a beast. You guys ever plan on doing something like that, like franchising out?
So the goal isn't when we opened. The goal wasn't to open up a couple locations. Like I watched another movie I watched. It's called The Founder. It's about how McDonald's started. You know, and I'm like, man, if these guys can do it, like, there's nothing wrong with us. You know, I don't have a missing leg. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any, I don't have any restrictions that I can't get to that point. We have a 5-year plan. Like we want to be in every major city in America.
Beautiful.
Like that's our goal. We're in this for the long run. Like we haven't opened up more stores. We're getting to inshallah very soon. We're gonna start franchising pretty soon. But our goal is to be in every major city in America.
Are you guys gonna do franchise or you guys gonna open it? Some people they didn't want to do a franchise
Because it lowers the quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one you guys gonna do? Like,
So,
are you guys?
so look, so I watched you guys' last podcast, and Big Ham said we're one of the most consistent restaurants. So
Because you guys are always there.
it's that, and not only that, our training protocol. Yeah,
Putting players is huge.
everything
You
is
guys come up
time.
with those policies.
Everything is time.
Or just overtime and trial and error.
Time, trial and error, and I studied this, man. Like I went to school for this. I have my hotel restaurant management degree. I went to Eastern. I went to culinary school. I have so much experience in this industry. You know what I mean? I worked at restaurants 2-3 years each to gain this experience because my overall goal was to do something, something big, inshallah. I'm interested in like barber teeth. Look, I've heard a lot about you. I always see you on Instagram, and mashallah, you're one of the most successful mentors slash businessmen, barbers, in the area. You have a big name. Allah Rizak.
Thank you, Habib.
How'd you tell us a little bit about you, man? This is your podcast. Introduce yourself.
I mean, what do you want to know?
So how long have you been here? What made you want to do this? How'd you get to where you are? What time, dedication, what'd you give up? What'd you sacrifice to do this? If there were any sacrifices.
When I was in Iraq, my brother came and he told me, hey, you gotta travel to America. I'm gonna add you to my what's they call his information, like his file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got on the visa list.
Yes.
Okay.
Were you a barber there?
Yeah, I have 2 barber shops there.
Oh wow. So, you still have him?
No.
Oh, you got right.
Yes. So I told him, bro, I don't know. He said, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go. I'm not coming back. Bro, just put me. And I came here, bro. It was so fucking hard.
I followed you on Instagram because I like art. I feel like cutting hair is an art. Like
Basically,
me,
yeah.
I will never cheat on my barber. I'll never. I will never cheat on my barber.
Ask him when I came in.
That's the last thing we need. That's the last thing we need.
So I came here. Man, I don't speak, like not even one word.
I used to watch your story.
Right? Not even one word.
Yeah.
Like I just know yes and no. That's what hard about it. When I came here, like I look, bro, where I'm gonna go? I came to Oregon, Portland. You don't have not even one Arabic, bro.
You can't.
Oregon? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's random. Yeah, I've never heard of them.
How'd you get here?
I was, because one of the guys, he knows my brother. He's from Oregon, Portland.
Okay.
So واحد بيتكفلك. What's they call بيتكفلك?
Like takes you in basically, like
Like they're gonna call.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna call, like the government, they're gonna call, oh, do you know this person? He's gonna say yes.
like they claim you basically.
Yes.
Somewhere.
Yeah. So I went to Oregon, Portland, bro. I don't know, nobody, and I can't even speak. Like, where I'm gonna go? So I called my brother, bro, I don't know, nothing. And his friend, he came and he talked to me. I don't know what he's saying. He's a white dude.
Did you have money when you came, or did you just come? You just came just like that?
Yeah. I swear to God. And then I called, he said, you know what? I know one guy in Michigan. Go there, they have a lot of Arabic people. That way they can help you. Okay. I traveled to Michigan. I came, the guy, he has house in Detroit. He said, just live here. Oh, it's too dangerous, bro. It was crazy that time, 2014. End of 14. And then I started going to barbershops. I went a couple barbershops and I asked them, hey, do you guys need a barber? Do you have a client? No. Do you have license? No. Okay, we don't need you. Just, wow. I swear to God, that one multiple one, and no one let me work with them.
Wow.
And then I went a Safir. I worked 3 months and I moved. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I went with Abdullah. Big shout out, Abdullah Salan. I always give him big shout out. One of the most amazing person you ever meet in your life.
Where is his salon?
front of Dearborn Pizza in Dearborn. That's a small salon.
Okay, yeah.
He's a beast with scissors. Big shout out to Abdullah Salon, one of the amazing person I ever worked with. And big shout out to Meg Dawood. So I worked with him. This guy helped me a lot. Meg Dawood, he started helping me. You know Meg Dawood. Yeah.
Barber Mac, one of the first few European, right?
That's how I seen him on Instagram. He randomly showed up like, man, damn, these guys are good.
Yes.
I was like, okay. If I ever need like a backup, okay, I got you. You know?
He started like explain to the barber, to the clients what they need, and he translate. And then I moved to European. From European, I started having like you guys have so much clients and customers. You wanna get bigger.
Yeah.
So I opened my shop, and alhamdulillah, I love to do it. To be honest, it's one of my favorite things. Like, look how many people I meet.
That's just pretty cool, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it truly is the art.
What made you want to start doing podcasts?
So let's say Ray or Abdullah or you guys have a lot of like knowledge, and a lot of people they need to know about food.
Yeah.
So they need to know about corner on the corner, how they build it, and different places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
give that knowledge to the younger people, let them get a lot of benefit out of it. That's the reason I did the podcast, which
That's pretty cool, man. It's nice. I always watch it. You learn a lot about, some people in the community, man. They're they have a lot of stories, a lot of interesting stories. So it's pretty cool.
yes.
So, side note, I heard you guys opened up the wing spot.
Yeah, the wing spot's coming, man. It's
What made you guys,
Smashing wings.
what made you guys want to venture out and do that?
So look, our menu we have a big menu. There's bits and pieces, and we want to focus on what's pretty cool about our menu. You can take certain items and open up smaller spots from these items that you sell. You know what I mean? Such as smash burgers, wings. I love what we do. I think our product is amazing. So you can venture out with these little sister concepts, such as smashed wings, buy corn on the corner. You know what I mean?
So what's the most popular item you guys have?
Oh, our Nashville chicken grilled cheese. I tell every customer, I said, best sandwich in America. Yeah, like if you went on Google, I don't know about now, but at the time when we came up with it, so I went on Google, I searched up a chicken grilled cheese. Nothing would come up. Literally nothing would come up. Like you'd get, like if you scroll down all the way to that, maybe you'll get something like on a toast rod, something like that.
Some chicken.
Yeah,
what I mean?
But our chicken grilled cheese and our steak sandwich is very, very special. Our steak sandwich and our chicken grilled cheese.
So, what is the staple? So that's you guys' staple?
I mean, the corns are staple.
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
chop a corn, yeah. And I think they're special.
You know what made me like seriously get you guys here? Beckham's one thing he said, which amazing about a person he care about his food that much. One time I think he got sandwich from you guys. It was, I don't know, he didn't like something about it, and you called him, hey Beckham's, what's wrong?
Oh, he fucked us up, so it was one of his very first videos. So it's like, listen. So we just opened up our food truck, day two. Mind you, we've been we're busting our ass. And when we first opened, the only person that's really worked in a real kitchen was Chef Ray.
Yeah.
None of us knew what the fuck we were doing. We're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Second day, so we were only open from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. at the time. So it's Friday, Saturday, and then Sundays we were closed at the time.
Yeah.
Bro, Sunday morning I wake up, my friends are sending videos in the group chat. I actually lost two of my friends. I stayed away from because they're just laughing at me. I was like, bro, fuck you guys. Like, you're supposed to be my friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, But oh man, he said the food tastes like soap. He said,
You know why?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, me personally, I trust what he posts.
So that was his first video. That was his first review.
I
That was my first one that actually ever blew up.
Yeah.
2,000 views in the same fucking 12 hours.
Man, I felt like shit the whole day. But what we did was we didn't say fuck this guy.
No, they didn't.
We didn't say fuck. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. We told him, okay, like what? Let's see what went wrong. Why did this? Because the sandwich itself is a delicious sandwich. But what went wrong where this guy said it tastes like soap? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
What went wrong? Where? So we look back at the cameras. We broke it down. Like, okay, this station's doing this station. This station's doing this station. After that, we got into a rhythm. We weren't even on DoorDash yet. we practice everything. So when right before we even went on to DoorDash, we started timing things. We started using different packagings. Okay, we're like, okay, let's just say the food delivers to the customer in 45 minutes. Is it still gonna be good? Do we have to change the cheese? Do we have to change this? Do we have to change that? Like, we break everything down.
Guys, Big Hams, he gotta go. He has something important to go to. And continue about Big Hams.
Big Hobbs, yeah. So he fucked us up that night, man. It was but we got better. You know, his video. We love constructive criticism. We love when someone tells us, hey, like, I didn't have a. We don't love it, but it's nice to not like in a good way, but okay. So how do I explain this? Okay, it's. Your friends are gonna tell you it's good all the time.
It wakes you up a bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Honest review.
Yeah, it's an honest review. Nobody's gonna give you an honest review. Even when you go to their tables, so just like the hospitality thing, like we go to every table, we make sure everything's good. But I know there's gonna be time. Nobody's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. You know,
Just don't come back. They don't see, they're saying, yeah, it was good.
You don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want it. You want the honest, you want the honest truth just to see, like, hey, how can I get better? You know what I mean?
How well you can fix it.
look, you're not gonna please everyone. You're not. It's just the world we live in. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when it comes to food, man. Every guest has a different. Everybody that comes into your doors speaks a different language when it comes to food, man.
Yeah,
Everyone has a different palate. You like onions, I don't. You like tomatoes, you know what I mean? So you got to be careful with that stuff. And when you make modifications to an item, it's not going to taste the same. Yeah. For example, if you get a turkey sandwich that has 10 ingredients in it, if you subtract 5 of them, it's not going to taste the same. You know what I mean?
I hate modifiers.
It's tough to, just say, oh, if you're going to modify the items, we're not going to sell you the food. There's some restaurants that do that, but it's hard to do that.
We do it to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you want to start switching up sauces and all that, we kind of say absolutely not. You know what I mean? It's not what the chef put together. I'm not. You want to eat the Dallas burger with some other different sauce and this, it might be horrible. Then you're gonna say, oh, their food, it was terrible. It's based on your modification. It's not based on my creation.
So you went to school for?
I went to school. I went to culinary school for it. I loved every second of it, man. It was amazing. It taught me a lot.
What made you?
My strongest, I want to say, what's my strongest point in this industry? Flavor pairing, man. Abdullah would know this. I can make crazy sauces. I mesh flavors together very, very well. Weird flavors, like some, the last item we dropped a Lebanese toast with pears that has
dates and pears on it.
Dates, pears, honey, pistachios, mint, and people are like, what?
Yeah, people thought we were crazy. Yeah. So I would tell them all. So as a snack, I eat Lebanese dates all the time as a snack. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Everyone thinks I'm nuts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Flavor pairing is amazing, man. Like, did you know like blueberries work really well with barbecue sauce? I made blueberry barbecue sauce. I did that for a roasted salmon at the golf course. I used to work at a private golf course. I did that as a special with like some roasted mushrooms or whatever it was. But some just crazy sauces, man, and then the flavor just pops. It's different. It's great. You got to know the difference between sweet and savory. What can you mush together? What's in season? When mangoes are in season, mangoes is an amazing fruit. What can you do for it? Can you make, a mango salsa? What can you add to your mango salsa that's different from anybody else? What are you going to serve with it? Are you going to serve some just basic piece of shrimp or whatever? What can you do to the shrimp? What can you season it with? You know what I mean? So what can you garnish with? I just did a pan-seared salmon, and I garnished with pink peppercorn. People are pink peppercorn. Isn't pepper black pepper? No, there's white peppercorn. There's white pepper. There's black pepper. There's pink peppercorn. There's so much when it comes to food, man. It's amazing. SubhanAllah, this is, God gave us this. It's great.
How did you guys see support from Dearborn community?
Okay, so I think in the restaurant business, you're also in the hospitality business. You want to make people feel comfortable. One thing I learned at the gas station that anybody could go spend $60 on gas anywhere. But if you give them a smile, you ask them how their day's going, you interact with them, they will come back to you forever, and they will always come to you. So before we opened up, we would go to these different restaurants and different places, and what was, there's places with good service and there's places with bad service, but definitely the bad at the time outweighed the good, and we just wanted to bring in some new life, and I'm not this is not a knock on any restaurant. This is just something we take a lot of pride in. We love giving good service. We know people work hard, especially in today's time. The economy's rough, you know, people are struggling. And we understand that. You know, we do have, you know, we're known to have higher prices. We're known. It's what we are. But here's the thing, though. We haven't changed our prices since day one. We came out our price is high because the quality of food we use, the packaging we use, the when you get a DoorDash from us, like it's secured, it's safe, it's in a special bag, it's in a certain box. Like I said, we timed everything. When we wanted to do this, we sat there with timers on our phone saying, okay, let's just say this customer gets their delivery 45 minutes and an hour. How is it going to taste? Are we going to have to change this? Are we going to have to change that?
Wow,
you
guys go deep, man.
Yeah. And then look, we're open We're open till 3 a.m. every single night. Every single night we're open till 3 a.m. Where can you go?
We're there.
We're there. We're there. That's
Even though, like, you know, when we started taking days off, I swear to you, man, I said, you know, and my wife sometimes, you know, like, what are you doing? You're out, you know. I wait till the restaurant is closed for me to, like, you know, have a good night's rest, man. I just feel like everyone's good. The restaurant's closed. Everyone's safe. My guys are good. Guys are safe. Good. Yeah, like, you know, good night. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, that it comes with the price too, man. You know what I mean? It's
3 a.m. You have a chef making your food. I mean, you can't go anywhere. Nobody's doing that. Realistically, like nobody's really doing
I didn't
that.
even know it's so cheap like that.
Yeah, no. We take a lot of pride in what we do. We really do, man.
I think it's tasted every single day. Every single sauce that comes out of that kitchen is tasted every single day. I taste it every single day. The prep, is it consistent? I'm there looking at the recipe every single day. I do a kitchen walkthrough. I do a cooler walkthrough. Is everything labeled properly? You know, the shelf life, 3 to 5.
And then after him, I walk through with my clipboard, checking things off. Yeah.
This question is really important.
So I know you talked about the community.
Yes,
You know,
and that question is gonna be with it. Do you guys get the meat every day? Like
Every single day, and our bread is baked fresh daily too.
And our butchers will tell you these guys get it every single day.
And our bread is baked fresh daily.
you guys here,
Daily.
like, come on, you can't.
And the prep is done daily. The prep is every single day at 3 a.m.,
Listen,
3,
our
4 a.m.
restaurant is inspection ready every single day.
So I love
We have a cleaning company that comes in at night. When we have our prep guys that come in first, then our cleaning company that comes in.
One thing I learned, I rather spend a lot of money in one place better than I go spend little money on this I didn't like, little money on this I didn't like, and it comes out more than what I spend. So one time I take my car, I usually take it to one guy, big shout out, he's on Southfield Entirement. So I usually take my car to him, and one time I called him, he told me, Tiff, please, can you bring it in 2 weeks because I have so many cars. So I told him, bro, I can't wait, I need to fix my car. I took a different collision. They fixed it. I paid money and I got my car. I didn't even like one thing they did. And I take it back to him. He fixed it and I pay him again.
Yeah.
So I rather go to a restaurant. I know the food clean, which that's the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I get scared when I go to a restaurant. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Going to your body.
yes, and a lot of if you ask now, a lot of people
They're chefs. Everyone is like,
they have a lot of like a problem with the stomach.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because the junk food.
Yeah.
You went to a restaurant, you don't know how long the
You're right.
chicken.
Yeah, you're right. And it's not. Look, it's not an easy industry. You mentioned chicken. I want to, you know, like a lot of people don't know this. You have to cook chicken. Poultry is cooked 165 degrees or higher for you to even eat it. You know, we temp every piece of chicken that comes off the grill. Everything that comes out of the fryer. You know, does it meet the right temp before you serve it? Did you know that? You know, you have to. It's a certain temperature. Beef, you know, like is it for well done? It's a certain degree that you have to cook it to or over. You know, fish, it's a certain degree you have to cook it to or over. All the stuff you have to temp before you serve it. You know what I mean? Like everything is timed and temp controlled at our restaurant also. Timed and temp controlled. Everything, every piece of chicken, all that stuff. You have to, man.
Man, God bless you guys.
And then when you cool stuff down, you know, you make something, a big batch of soup or a sauce, or, you know, there's a proper method, proper cooling method. You know what I mean? You have to follow these steps, you know, an hour, what degree does it have to reach on the food temperature danger zone? You know, but these are set by the health department. This is like, you know, by the book. food temperature danger zone where bacteria can multiply and grow. Is your food being held at that? Is your walk-in cooler at 32, 33 degrees? Or is it at 45 degrees? When an order comes in, your vendor delivers seafood produce. You look at these boxes. Is his refrigerated truck working? We stick a thermometer in the lettuce. Is it hot? If it's hot, you send it back. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know this, man.
Wow.
So it's not an industry for everybody.
Man, these things, I just learned that from you now.
Yeah,
See when you ask me like why you did that podcast?
Yeah.
Now I don't know about food. And now you give me some knowledge. I gotta pay attention on these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just carry a thermometer with you everywhere you go, any restaurant. So give me your lettuce.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Food?
Yeah.
My favorite food all time.
Favorite cuisine. What do you like? What's your...
Listen, I think food is a love language. You can, anybody can, food, hey, listen.
Fish-wise, I give it to Iraqi, which is my favorite thing.
Where can I go get some good grilled fish?
From Aswaq al-Rida.
Okay.
It's an Iraqi place.
We gotta try it.
And Lebanese food, I don't think anybody compare with it. That's my top-notch food, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love every Lebanese food except the fish.
You know who has great food, great seafood, and amazing people, clean restaurant, and by the book, and they slaughter their own poultry. Express, man. Shout out to Express Poultry and Fish. I worked there when I was a lot.
Yeah, but
lot
it's
younger.
not gonna taste like your Iraqi food.
No, yeah, Iraqi is
Trust
different.
me.
Yeah, like the fish, the flavors.
I love Lebanese food because, I don't know how you guys make the food. It's insane. But with fish, I tried
with fish,
every
man,
culture. Fish, it's not. It's irregular. Yeah.
It's a really good restaurant that I've had.
Zarzur.
Zarzur. Yeah, man, it's amazing. Sterling Heights, right? Yeah. So it's amazing, bro.
Steve, I got a question for you. What was your welcome to America moment? We're like, fuck. Like, shit. It's like this out here?
Yeah. To be honest, my thoughts in America, before I came, I thought this country is gonna be a lot of, back home we think America
Everyone's like a Hollywood star.
and all naked girls. Man.
Well, you wanted a blonde.
Yeah, but I was scared, to be honest. And when I came, bro, these people, I see all that movies or that, I'm not worried about fighting or killing or I came from Iraq, you know what I mean? But when I came, it was different. And one time, I got lost in Oregon.
Oh, sure.
And my brother, he told me about one word. It's funny, bro. You're gonna laugh at that. He told me, don't leave the house. But if he knows I'm gonna leave the house. He said, write this down, the address you have, and when you need to ask a person, ask him, hey, please, can you teach me where is my address? I told him, okay. I write it down, I put it in my pocket, and I went downtown Oregon. I got lost how to get back. Man, how I get back? So I saw a girl, she's sitting, and I came to her, I told her, hey, please, can you touch me about this? Because I can't say it. I swear to God. Man, the girl, she looked at me like this, she felt scared. She got up, she just hugged me like this and she left. Man, I look at her, bro, why they don't help? What the hell? Yeah. And I went again, I seen a guy and I went to him, same thing. Hey, please, can you touch me about this? But he read the paper, he looked at me and said, oh, okay, you better go from here. Thank God.
You figured it out?
Yes. And that's the reason I told her, I can't stay here. I gotta move to Michigan.
Straight up, huh?
And I came here, a lot of good people. A lot of people helped me with it too.
So how has Dearborn community been welcoming to you?
Oh yeah, all day.
Man, I love this community.
I love Dearborn, bro. I love Dearborn. I'm not gonna be who I am right now without
Dearborn.
Yeah.
the support I got from Dearborn.
You hear a lot about this community, and especially when it comes to business and whatnot. But honestly, man, no, Dearborn is special, man. There's
If
nothing
you
like
good,
Dearborn.
they're gonna support you.
Yeah.
I mean,
no matter what.
Yeah.
To be honest, you good with food. Nobody can talk bad about you. I don't care what they say. My food top notch. Whatever you want to say, go ahead. A lot of people love that.
100%. Yeah, you got to believe in your product.
Yes. Same with me. Like a lot of people, they don't like not my haircut. They don't like my price.
What
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
charging a cut?
120.
120, yeah.
Which
But hey, I mean, listen, he takes his time.
Yeah, you take your time, and then I mean, that's your hard work.
That's your
man.
craft at the end
Yeah,
of the
it's
day.
your craft.
I don't even.
It's a well-mastered craft.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like you just started and like.
I respect like a lot of people. They don't. I told them. I post on my story all the time. If you ever don't have money, and you want to cut with me, just DM me. I'm not gonna post you. I'm not. You're gonna get a haircut and leave. You don't even have to pay. Because I respect people.
Nice of you, man. That's pretty.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And I don't take clients. Like new clients, I don't take. I always send them to the barbers I have, which I have amazing barbers. One of them, Gibbs.
Man, Gibbs is doing a hell of a job right now.
Yes.
Mashallah.
I'm pretty jealous right now.
So
Appreciate
you're gonna get hate no matter what. Whatever you do, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look at LeBron, the best basketball player.
Listen, if they're not hating on you, you're doing something wrong. That's what I think.
I always say it. If you don't have hate, I mean, you're not doing nothing.
Hate makes you stronger, man.
I love that, bro.
Look, sometimes hate makes you stronger, and sometimes when the hate comes, and you really go back and check yourself, you find a few mistakes. You really do. How many times we get a bad review and we say, "No, man, this person," but we really take the the negative reviews and the good
It's advice.
reviews.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, okay, let me go back
This
and
is
see
not
what
gonna happen
happened
again.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying?
But I want to mention this. I don't know. I love you, Ernie, bro. So a couple weeks ago, he won on. You guys seen the video he posted?
Yeah. Oh, Ernie Shay.
Yeah.
Funny.
And he won again about barbers. So when he called me and he explained it, you know what? You're right. But I'm not gonna say all the barbers bad.
Yeah.
So if I go, I don't know how much Mac he spent. He charged right now, which I don't care. I will go pay and not get mad for a whole week because of $50.
Yeah.
I will go pay it and leave happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
So he posts about barbers, and me personally, like you see anyone respond to him? Nobody.
Yeah.
They feel scared. If you feel threatened from somebody, bro, you're not doing it right then.
Yeah.
You're not doing it right. So I don't like these barbers, bro. They work hard all
That's
day.
true.
They standing on their feet.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So I don't accept it.
No, I said,
I win. I respond. But
I seen your response. I seen your video. Yeah, it was,
respectfully.
Yeah, you did it in a polite manner.
Yes.
you did.
So look, he did what he did, and he felt a certain way about something. But listen, you got to respect the guy. The guy didn't mention any business names, which that I respect.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I respect
That I
about
respect.
Yes.
But what I do wish, I mean, like honestly, I mean, if you look at the Jewish communities, why they're so successful is because they work together. If we, us, I mean, think about it. Us Arabs, if we all were together, if we work together, nobody could beat us. Nobody could beat us. You know what I'm saying?
In our countries, man. Haram, but
A Jew will never open up a gas station in front of another gas station. A Jew will never open up a barbershop in front of another barbershop.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Take it far that way. The name get. This place, they don't have Arabic barbers over there. Let me go open one there. You know what I mean?
and like what I with the food reviewers and these guys that get on social media, I wish they would get more followers. They'll gain more traction if they do one thing also. Why you limit yourself to one city?
Yeah.
Man, go out there. Go to Rochester. Go to Birmingham. There's a lot of restaurants and food trucks that charge double what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Double what you do.
Yes.
Bro, go there. Rate them.
Yeah.
And I'll put my life on it. The flavor and the stuff that you see here in Dearborn and the barbershops, everything, you're not gonna see anywhere else. For the most part.
Wallah, right. I swear to God. It was one of the worst. I'm not gonna mention restaurant. It was one of the worst steak I ever tasted. They told me about a restaurant in Birmingham. They told me, "Oh, you gonna taste that steak? It's unbelievable." I went there. I want steak. They got my steak. Bro, when I ate it, me personally, I'm not a chef, but if I eat my steak, the one I make, better than that steak. I swear to God. And the bills comes, it was 320 for steak and potatoes, something with it, like little pieces.
Yeah.
We don't have that much in Dearborn. I get
Yeah.
amazing sandwich, amazing everything. It's not gonna cost me 320.
Yeah.
You know.
To make it so.
And you telling me to go there? It's not worth it.
Look, you know what makes me mad? You know, nobody goes into Kroger, nobody goes into Walmart asking for a fucking discount. But when we want to fucking charge for a fucking ranch that we're paying for, that we're making, it's the biggest deal in the fucking world. Go to Walmart, ask for a fucking discount. Go.
The stuff is, look, it's not free, man. Especially in today's world, food costs is insane. I mean,
Everything,
the food cost percentage of this industry when I started, it was like I think like 15% or something. Something super low. Now you're looking at, man, if you hit 30%, oh, you're doing good. You know what? Everything doubled, everything tripled. You know what I mean?
Worker, now the worker, they're not gonna accept same pay. No, bro.
No, yeah, of
You have a
course
lot
not.
of things to pay.
Life changed. So if you know.
A lot.
Shit, fucking eggs are what? How much are eggs right now?
How people find out and follow you guys?
Just from word of mouth, the videos that we do, we spend a lot of money on marketing. The marketing is huge, man. So like we're on Instagram a lot. I know Big Hans asked this question, I think I overheard it. He's like, I think he asked you, are you busy just because of Instagram, just because like or something?
Yeah, he said, is it just the hype or stuff like that? And I told him no. Like I was in New York a couple months ago for a wedding that I went to, and some girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, you're the guy from TikTok in Dearborn. I was like, and mind you, we're not that big on TikTok. Like, we're really not, like our Instagram, we have a good amount of followers, But I was like, man, it's the greatest feeling in the world. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And then I wear my shirt everywhere I go. Like I'm on vacation, everywhere I go, I'm a walking advertisement. So, the name is cool, So people ask like, hey, what's Corner on the Corner? What is it,
It's amazing thing. You mentioned that. Well, one time I have one of my clients, he moves to Cali. So I have his video on my page. So he went to the barber in Cali and he told him, please, can you see, that's how I like my haircut. He said, damn, Barber Team, I follow this guy. For real? He said, look. Bro, he's amazing.
Social media.
Yes.
Controls.
Yes. If you're doing a good. I mean,
Yeah, it's all about customer service. I know it's like Abdullah is amazing with this.
Our service is like our thing, man. Like I said, and I tell all of our guys this on the line. Look, people work very hard for their money. People want to come spend their money with us. We make sure they have the greatest experience every single time. Because if they don't, guess what? They might go and tell one person that they had a bad experience, but guess what? That one person might tell 5 people. Then from those 5 people, might tell another 5 people. Boom, you just lost 20 customers.
bro, I love what you said now. Gibbs, what my advice to you when you came? I told him, listen, if I'm gonna cut Abdullah, let's say I'm not gonna be on social media. I don't care about social media. Let's say I don't use it, but I'm gonna cut Abdullah. Abdullah, he walk with Ray. He walk with 2 different people. If these 2 people, they gonna see him, man, Abdullah, you look fresh, but who cut you? Abdullah gonna tell them me. Yeah. So they gonna come, both of them to me, and I'm gonna cut these 2. These 2, they have 2 friends.
Yeah. Word of
So
mouth.
make sure, Gibbs, be nice to the client. Cut one person, I promise you. You use social media, you can get a lot of people from it. And top of it, you save that client, he will never cheat on you and he will come back. My favorite clients was the big, the picky clients. Yeah. I love picky.
Yeah, I love picky eaters.
So picky one, they will never go anywhere else.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I have barbers, they used to work with me. He said, Tief, I will never cut your client. I will never. Bro, you're out of your head. These guys, they pay. They will never go somewhere else.
They're loyal.
They loyal, like they really loyal.
Listen, if you can make someone feel comfortable and feel special and you provide a good service, they're coming back no matter what.
Yes, you will never lose them. Do you still eat corner?
I'm going to tell you something. So a lot of business owners don't eat from their restaurant. I have ate Corner on the Corner every single day for the past 3 years. Well, my weakness is when I walk through that line and I smell everything. Because listen, we don't let anything sit. We make everything to order. So when you're walking through that line and you smell like the aroma from everything comes out, man, it's like a fat kid in a candy store, man. You can't say no. You know?
Respect, to be honest. Big respect.
Like every day to the point. Listen, it's cool because listen, we have a lot of older people. Like I'm talking about 60, 70-year-olds that come to our restaurant and they appreciate our food. So that's what made me open my eyes. Like, okay, wow, we might really have something very special because. You know how old people are.
Yeah.
Old people are very, very picky and they worry about the sauce. They worry about too much salt, high cholesterol and this and that, you know? So, if you can cater to that type of crowd, and I think you can cater to anyone.
Man, I hear about your store all over, to be honest, even on social media.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's amazing to see that in our community, which like Dearborn, it's the most competitive with food wise.
It is. It's,
Like you gotta be on top to
survival of the fittest.
yes. You're not opening like in any area. Oh, you know what I'm gonna make food, whatever. No, you gotta make it like on point.
Yeah, you have to be on point, man. We have a lot of tough critics. There's a lot of great food, man. So.
Guess what? It takes one time to mess up. And you're canceled. One time.
That's why I ask you guys, if you guys do you want to franchise or you guys gonna open different you open it?
So we want a franchise, but we're not. Listen, we're not in it. Yeah, at the right time. So inshallah, by the end of the year, that's our goal to start franchise. That's our goal.
Name, it's big.
But we want to make sure we're ready before anybody else is ready. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, the money will come, and you can't think of that fast money. You can't open 10 locations and and have 3 of them be busy. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The turtle always wins the race. The turtle always wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race all the time. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take our time. We want to perfect this thing, and we want every store to be a hit because guess what? It's not just our livelihoods on the line. It's the people that are going to be franchising. Their livelihoods are on the line. And so I tell the guys all the time, look, this is not just for us. I tell them all the time, the better the business does, the better everyone does. There's enough to go around for everyone. Everybody can eat. And I truly believe that, maybe, it's, and it is more the new school wave, the old school business owners never thought like this. And, I'm not saying every single one, but for the majority, from what I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I had a boss like how we treat our employees. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking wish. Wallah, I wish, man.
I said, I wish, like when I started, like how I give advices to these barbers, I never got.
I would say I wish I had this opportunity at a very young age, like their age.
Bro, I teach them how to record videos. I teach them how to do the steps. I teach them like how to post, what time. I never got that.
Because look, they can get up. They can get up and open up their own. You don't have to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Exactly.
If you help somebody, God's gonna help you.
Exactly. No, 100%.
What do you do, bro? It's me. Like I said, you can copy me, but you can't be me. Same with you guys.
Everyone's special in their own way.
Yeah, bro. It's and always somebody better than you.
Man, fresh fade.
It's sick.
Wow, Gibbs.
It's sick. Turn it around.
Let's see.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. I'm going to work after this.
Your wife is going to go crazy today. She's not gonna let you go to work tomorrow, man.
Out of 10, say like from your heart.
Honestly, man, I think that's the best cut you ever got.
Best cut I ever got, man. Appreciate that. That's a 10 out of 10. Big Gibbs in the house. I'm gonna come back tomorrow too.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh
Man, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you.
We enjoyed you, man. Thank you for having us.
I mean, that what's they call it?
Carrot cake. Listen,
Bro, it's insane.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie. I swear to God.
when you go home, take a slice, pop it in the microwave for like 20, 30 seconds. And if you got some vanilla ice cream on the side.
Bro, I love it how it is now. I'm not gonna change. Big shout out to Nasser, one of the amazing guys for recording video.
Shout out Nasser.
Big Nash.
Ray, I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abdullah. Well, I really appreciate you guys. And if you guys need any question about corner on the corner, just drop the comment and we make it happen for you. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you guys.
Peace out.